As one of the most famous women in the world, Kim Kardashian has not only amassed a ton of fans, but she's also attracted a few haters, including some major celebs. From Taylor to Pink to, wait, Fabio? Here are the stars who would rather not keep up with this Kardashian. One of Kim's earliest feuds dates back to 2011, when she upset the stars of MTV's Teen Mom. According to E! News, Kim wrote a negative post on her blog about teen pregnancy, blaming Teen Mom for supposedly making it all seem cool, adding, "The kids from these shows are all over the news, but girls, these are not people you should idolize." But Teen Mom's Amber Portwood wasn't gonna let that one slide. She told E! News, "Last time I checked, Kim Kardashian had an explicit tape floating around on the internet, and I'm pretty sure she made a lot of money off of it. She made the tape when she was younger, and she wants to bash the girls on Teen Mom?"
You know, I think that's how I was definitely introduced to the world, so I'd like to think that I'm, aware. I'm not naive to that fact.
Ironically, the issue of teen pregnancy hit close to home in 2017 when Kim's younger sis, Kylie Jenner, got pregnant at 19 and gave birth to daughter Stormi at 20. Perhaps Kim had learned a little something from Portwood when she wrote to Kylie via Harper's Bazaar. "I'm so proud that you do what you want to do and live your life the way you want. You will pass down all of those amazing qualities to your baby girl." Actress Chloe Grace Moretz got into it with the Kardashians in 2016 when Kim broke the internet yet again with a racy mirror selfie. The snap created a blizzard of replies, including one from Moretz, who tweeted, "I truly hope you realize how important setting goals are for young women, teaching them we have so much more to offer than our bodies." Not one to let a bit of good shade go unnoticed, Kim responded, "Let's all welcome Chloe to Twitter since no one knows who she is." Moretz's tweet continued to haunt her for years. For Valentine's Day in 2018, Kim sent her perfume to A-list haters, according to E! News. When she was later asked by Andy Cohen what she did with her perfume, Moretz said that her publicist kept it, adding of Kim,
I hope that we both use our platforms for the betterment of society, and we have a lot of young women and young men to influence.
Kim's scandalous selfie also garnered the attention of the talk host Sharon Osbourne, who went so far as to recreate the photo in support of Kim, hashtagging herself, quote, "liberated." But while Osbourne's photo is still up, she seemed to go back on her statement in 2017 when she berated Kim for her revealing photos, explaining to The Telegraph, "Kim says she's doing everything in the name of feminism, but that's not feminism. Those girls live off their bodies."
I don't think because she takes her clothes off and is confident with that makes you a feminist.
In response, Kardashian told E! News that she never posted the photo, quote, "in the name of feminism." Instead, she said, "I like how I look, and I feel proud when I've lost all this baby weight, and I post it because I feel like posting it and I feel powerful." In more mirror selfie news, even the iconic Bette Midler weighed in on the drama. She joked on Twitter, "If Kim wants us to see a part of her we've never seen, she's gonna have to swallow the camera."
Dee Dee, this is like a 4-alarm dumpster fire, but the only thing in the dumpster is manure!
At first, Kim replied with a joke, asking Midler to send racy snaps of her own. But a few minutes later, she followed up with a slightly more sinister tweet, writing, "Hey Bette Midler, I really didn't want to bring up how you sent me a gift a while back trying to be a fake friend, then came at me." But Midler didn't let it end there. In reference to a tree she once planted in Kim's honor as part of her Million Trees NYC initiative, per TMZ, Midler replied, "I never tried to fake friend you. Looks like anyone can take a selfie, but not everyone can take a joke." If you think 3 celebrities commenting on Kim's single photo is a lot, there's more. Pink also took to Twitter to shade Kim's selfie, posting, "Shout out to all the women across the world using their brains, their strength, their work ethic, their talent, their magic that they were born with. It may not ever bring you as much attention or banknotes as using your body, but women like you don't need that kind of attention." Soon after, Pink appeared on Watch What Happens Live, where a fan asked if the tweet was in response to Kim's selfie. Pink confirmed that it was, adding,
"Honestly, she went in on Bette Midler, and if you go in on Bette Midler, you're probably gonna hear from me."
Moving on from that selfie, in 2018, Kim posted a series of snaps of her hair in braids, a style traditionally attributed to African women. But instead of crediting the do's traditional roots, Kim referenced actress Bo Derek, who wore similar braids in her film 10.
So guys, I did Bo Derek braids.
into it.
This, of course, catapulted a series of think pieces debating whether or not Kim was guilty of cultural appropriation. It also caught the eye of Lindsay Lohan, who commented on Perez Hilton's repost, writing, "I am confused." Clapback Queen Kim was quick to respond to Lohan, quipping, "You know what's confusing? Your sudden foreign accent." In 2019, Lohan learned the hard way that if you take a jab at a Kardashian, you'll be asked about it forever. Lohan cleared the air when she told Andy Cohen that she was confused about the hairstyle since Kim had just had a baby. Admitting to no bad blood, she said,
I love Kim. We're friends. And yeah, with all the family.
Kim's feud with Taylor Swift is extensive, dating back to that infamous moment when Kim's husband Kanye West interrupted Swift during her 2009 VMA acceptance speech. Their relationship then came to a head in 2016 when West dropped his song Famous, in which he refers to Swift as, quote, that. According to Cosmo, West claimed in a tweet that Swift had approved the lyrics. And in July 2016, Kim backed up her husband by posting a video clip of a call West made to Swift, in which she seemingly gave the go-ahead. But Swift's publicist told Entertainment Tonight Taylor was never made aware of the actual lyric, "I made that famous."
You know, just another way to play the victim. Definitely got her a lot of attention the first time.
Swift and Kardashian seemed to stay in their separate corners for years, until the alleged unedited video of the phone call was leaked in 2020. In it, West does not tell Swift about the infamous lyric. Swift then responded on her Instagram story by saying she was, quote, telling the truth. Kardashian then retorted on Twitter, "The lie was never about the word. It was always whether there was a call or not and the tone of the conversation." Most people would consider Kim an entrepreneur, reality star, and model, among other things. But Janice Dickinson is definitely not one of those people. One of the original supermodels, who also claims she even invented the term supermodel, Dickinson took issue with Kim and Kanye's 2014 Vogue cover. In 2016, Dickinson told The Tomorrow Show that the spread made her, quote, want to vomit, insisting,
They're not models. They're reality TV stars.
But Dickinson not only attacked Kardashian's merit as a model, she also criticized her as a person in general. She allegedly told Star magazine, "Kim is a fraud. She's a hoax." Janice Dickinson isn't the only supermodel who's taken issue with Kim. Model Naomi Campbell appeared on The Morning Show in 2014, where she was also asked about Kim and Kanye's Vogue cover. Initially trying not to comment, she seemed to suggest the couple hadn't quite earned the honor, finally admitting, "I'm a fashion model and I've been working for 28 years. When you get a Vogue cover, it's a build in your career. It's a stepping stone to achieve that."
The Queen's arrived!
Campbell handled the situation with class, but bloggers attempted to fuel the fire in 2019 when they accused Kim of stealing Campbell's most notorious red carpet looks. About that, Kardashian told People, "Naomi and I have talked about it and laughed that it has become such a big deal." Considering that the pair also created a short film with Cher in 2020 for CR Fashion Book, we're assuming their beef has definitely been squashed. Not only did Anna Wintour elect to put Kim and Kanye on the cover of Vogue, she also defended her decision, writing in her editor's letter, "Part of the pleasure of editing Vogue is being able to feature those who define the culture at any given moment. I think we can all agree on the fact that that role is currently being played by Kim and Kanye to a T."
You have to admire how they have created an empire, obviously through their personalities and a creative genius of their mother.
But just 2 years later, Radar Online reported ahead of that year's iconic Met Gala that Wintour threatened to ban the couple from attending. A source told the outlet, Anna Wintour sent a very specific letter to Kim and Kanye, letting them know that they are forbidden from taking any selfies on the red carpet at this year's Met Gala. If Anna sees that either Kim or Kanye take any selfies this year, neither of them will be invited back. Apparently, Kim obeyed Wintour's wishes and was allowed to make an appearance on the 2017 Met Gala red carpet. Considering Beyonce and Kim often run in the same circles, you'd think they'd get along. But as it turns out, they don't. Rumors about a feud started in 2014 when Jay-Z and Beyonce didn't show up to Kim and Kanye's wedding. Theories about why they didn't attend included busy work schedules and the fact that Rachel Roy, who Jay-Z is rumored to have cheated on Beyonce with, was going to be there. But in 2016, buzz heated up again after a source told The Mirror, "Beyonce has never genuinely liked Kim. She's mostly tolerated her because of their husband's friendship and mutual friends." Another source went so far as to allege to Hollywood Life, Beyonce can't stand the whole reality TV thing, and she thinks Kim would do anything for fame. As a talk show host, it's Wendy Williams' duty to report on pop culture, and in early 2018, she made it clear that she's not a fan of Kim Kardashian. First, in January, Williams jumped aboard the ever-popular Call Kim Out for Her Selfies bandwagon. And in February, Williams came after Kim again when Kylie Jenner released her birth announcement video, during which Kim's third child, Chicago, was revealed for the first time. Calling Kim, quote, selfish, Williams said, "This is Kylie's moment to do Kylie's thing," and then Kim just showed up with the baby.
Would you look at how the waist to hip thing? I mean, she looks beautiful. You know, the hair and all that.
But somewhere along the line, Kim and Williams were able to patch things up, and by June 2019, the two were hanging out. Williams posted a video with Kim on Instagram, which must have gotten Kris Jenner's approval too, because Williams posted a picture with her as well. In 2016, Fabio, yes, that Fabio, expressed his dislike for Kim in a very succinct way, telling the New York Daily News, "Kim Kardashian is trash." Fabio, who had just become an American citizen, went on to explain that he felt the Kardashians set a bad precedent for youth today. He said, "There are a lot of people out there who think that the only thing they have to do to become famous is make an adult video or be caught doing something nasty." The romance novel icon went on to explain how he wasn't a fan of the way the Kardashians have exploited the moments and people in their lives for TV, adding, "All the Kardashians care about is the media, money, and being on camera. It shows they have no sensitivity and they don't know when to stop."
And would you stop taking pictures of yourself? Your sister's going to jail.
In an interview with David Blum, former President Barack Obama discussed how people like Kim and Kanye have transformed the way Americans view success. He explained that back when he was younger, we weren't exposed to the things we didn't have in the same ways that kids these days are. Kids weren't monitoring every day what Kim Kardashian was wearing or where Kanye West was going on vacation and thinking that somehow that was the mark of success. Even so, that didn't stop Kanye from claiming that he and Obama were so close that Obama calls the Kardashian West house phone. Obama then joked about the notion with Jimmy Kimmel in 2015, saying,
"Look, I love his music. He's incredibly creative. I don't think I've got his home number, though."
Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite celebs are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.